All right, I want to start by giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim Rekakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone. Salutations to the elect out there, wherever you may be. I want to do a quick lesson about why you should keep your child going down a righteous way. All right, and how it's good to do so. All right, I'm going to play this quick video. And then I'm going to hit a few scriptures, and then I'll end the lesson. All right, let's get started. All right, just a video. All right.
Prisoners. His crime, stealing pocket change from his mom and lying. A 14-year-old girl bullied by female inmates, called a whore. Her crime, sexting and disrespecting her mom. And a horrified young boy picked up and shoved in a jail cell by guards. His crime, smoking and sneaking out at night.
This right here is where you're going to be if you don't change your life.
These kids are serving a sentence handed down, believe it or not, by their very own parents.
The parents have gotten to a point that they say, I need help, and I'm willing to come to law enforcement to get help.
It's called Consider the Consequences, a controversial program in Bibb County, Georgia, that first gained national attention when this video went viral of Judge Verda Colvin delivering a stern warning to kids about what life is like behind bars.
Is that what you want for your life? Come on! Somebody's raping you in the middle of the night because you're the new meat on the block. That's the reality.
Consider the consequences.
All right, I want to stop the video right there. All right. You see, that's why you should always keep, especially when you have especially when you're raising children, you should always keep your child going down a righteous path, or he's going to end up like those kids in the video. He or she is going to end up like those kids in the video. All right, let's hit a few scriptures. All right, Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child in the way that he should go. You see, you have to train them up in the way that they should go. Because if you don't, they're going to end up like those kids in the video, doing all types of mischief and wickedness. You see, so it's better to train up a child in the way of righteousness. All right, train up a child in the way that he should go, and when he is old, when he becomes an adult, he will not depart from it. You see, because when he is older, he's going to consider that what you did through chastisement, the chastisement that's necessary, he's going to consider that it was necessary for it to happen, for you to have done so while he was young. Because he's going to look back at his youthful life, or when he was going to look back at his life when he was a young kid, he or she, and they're going to say, yeah, my parent definitely needed to do that because I was a bad child and I needed that chastisement. All right, let's get another scripture. Proverbs 19, let's go down to 18. Chastise thy son while there is hope. You see, those kids in that video that I just showed, you see, there's still hope for them. That's why their parents chose to have that done to them, by putting fear in them. You see, because hopefully it would steer them in a righteous path. All right, chastise thy son while there is hope, and let not thy soul spare for his crying. You see, and all those kids in the video, they were crying, but don't let that deter you from chastising them, because if you do, then the child's going to see that he can cry again here and cry again there, and then he's going to see that it works. He's going to rely on his crying to get what he wants, but do not let that deter you from chastising him or her. All right, let's get another scripture. Another scripture in Proverbs 29:17. correct thy son. You have to correct him. How? How do you correct them? By putting them on a path of righteousness, following a righteous way, whether it be through, like those parents in the video, putting fear in them by using means of fear, or using a belt or a switch, something that's necessary. All right, correct thy son, and he shall give thee rest. You see, eventually he'll turn from his wicked ways and give you rest, because he'll be put on the righteous path, or put in the righteous way. Yeah, he shall give delight unto thy soul. You see, you'll be delighted that he changed his ways, that he changed his wicked ways. All right, let's get another scripture. All right, let's see. All right, this is in Proverbs also. Proverbs 22 and 15. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child. You see, foolishness, because a lot of children, their minds are like sponges. They absorb everything. They think that this way is good. They think that that way is good. But when that way and this way is really wickedness or foolishness or both. Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction, whether it be through, like those parents in the video, putting fear in them, or using a rod, like a belt or a switch or something. But the rod of correction shall drive it far from him. It shall drive the foolishness far from him, hopefully steering him in a righteous way. All right, let's get another precept. Let's get another scripture. And I'm going to end with this scripture. Now, this is Psalms. This is one of King David's Psalms. This is how King David thought when he became a man or got older, and when he considered the ways of his youth. All right, Psalms 25 and 7. Remember not the sins of my youth. You see, King David, sung this song to the Lord, whose name is Yahweh. Remember not the sins of my youth. And I'm pretty sure he hated the sins of his youth, nor my transgressions. You see, because the sins of his youth and his transgressions was what? Foolishness. Remember not the sins of my youth, nor my transgressions. According to thy mercies, remember thou me for thy love, for thy goodness' sake, O Lord. You see, so when King David became a man, he despised the sins of his youth. You see. All right. Let me see. See if I can get one more scripture before I close out. Let's see. Children. Let's see if I can get one more scripture before I close out. All right, let's see. Let's see. Child of all right, let's see. Well, I can't find it right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the lesson. You see, so it's a good thing to keep your child following a righteous way or a righteous path, so that in the end, when he gets older, when he becomes an adult, he does not depart from that way, because when he gets older, he's going to consider his ways, and he's going to reflect back on the sins of his youth, and he's going to say, my parents did the right thing in chastising me during my youth, and he's gonna understand when he gets older that it was necessary at the time. You know, whether it be through, you know, fear like the video, like those parents in the video, or through the rod of correction like a belt or a switch or something. In the end, it'll be good for his soul. And when he gets older, he'll understand. All right, I want to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rekakadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, which means bless you, Yahweh, which is the name of the Most High, and bless Yahweh Shai, which is the name of his son. All right, Shalom.